What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The 3 Show and get ready for another exciting week in the postseason as we gear up for the division finals. This series will follow the same format as the semifinals, with teams competing in a best-of-3 series. Each division winner will advance to St. Louis along with the wild card, so let's take a look to see what's happening this week. The West Bend Power, the defending Central champions, are back in the division finals to face the 2022 Fraser Cup champs, the Rochester Grizzlies. The Power advanced after a thrilling series with the Woodsmen, sweeping Wisconsin in 2 overtime games. In Game 1, Jackson Holm tied the game with 17 seconds left and went on to score the overtime winner. In Game 2, Brody Jocelyn recorded a hat trick, including 2 power play goals in the first period, and sealed the win with the game winner. Rochester won the series 2-1 against Wausau, taking Game 1 3-2 in overtime on Mason Decker's second goal of the night before being pushed to Game 3 by the Cyclones. In the decisive game, the Grizzlies dominated with 5 different players scoring and goaltender Joey Bertram stopping 45 of 46 shots. The series highlighted Rochester's depth and resilience, with 7 different players contributing goals and bouncing back strong in Game 3 after a 5-2 loss in Game 2. In the regular season, West Bend had the edge on the Grizzlies, winning the series 5-3, with 2 games decided in either overtime or a shootout. In the East, it's the new powerhouse versus the old, as the Binghamton Buzz face off with the Northeast Generals. As the number 1 seed in the semis, the Buzz kept their momentum from the regular season going, completing a sweep over the Mountain Kings. Both games featured high scores, with final tallies of 6-2 and 6-4. A total of 9 players found the back of the net throughout the series, with Trent Madura leading the charge, scoring 3 goals. The Gens also completed a sweep in a close battle, with both games being 1-goal affairs against Norwich, ending with scores of 1-0 and 3-2. During Game 1, Liam Chancellor scored the lone goal late in the first period, while Jassa Grossenbacher turned away all 37 shots for the shutout. Game 2 featured 3 different goal scorers, Easton Sankey breaking the deadlock in the opening frame. He went on to dish out the primary assist to captain Ryan Solari, who banked home the game winner. Looking at the regular season, the Buzz triumphed over Northeast 3 out of 4 times, with all 4 matchups occurring in the first half of the season. After dropping Game 1 to the number 4 seed Badlands Sabres, the defending Fraser Cup champions are back in the division finals to face the Great Falls Americans. Fueled by a sense of vengeance, the Bighorns put on a show for their fans, winning Games 2 and 3 by 4 goals on Friday and 5 goals on Saturday. 9 different players found the back of the net throughout the series, with Trey Pareja and Marcus Friddle leading the way. Pareja scored a pair of goals in Friday's win, while Friddle delivered a hat trick to secure the Bighorns' spot in the finals. The Americans, like the Bighorns, showed a battle-back mentality in their series with Sheridan after the Hawks shut out the number 3 seed 4-0 in Game 1. In Game 2, Great Falls dominated the first period, scoring twice before Sheridan answered with 2 goals to tie it up. Second-year forward Aiden Kennedy became the hero, scoring his second goal to secure the win. Game 3 on Sunday was a nail-biter, with Blaine Jusak scoring the only goal at 13:12 of the second period. Goaltender Caden Ryder was outstanding, stopping all 31 shots for the shutout. Looking back at the regular season, Helena won 6 out of their 8 games, with 3 of those victories coming in overtime or a shootout. Regardless of the outcome of this series, the Bighorns are headed to St. Louis, having earned the most regular season wins among all remaining teams in the postseason. We've got a rematch of last year's South Division Finals, as the Louisiana Drillers will host the New Mexico Ice Wolves, with both teams sweeping their first-round opponents. The Drillers' defense was outstanding in Round 1, shutting out the Ice Bats over 2 games and going 5 for 5 on the penalty kill. The games were tightly contested, with only 5 goals scored, each by a different player. Head coach Chris Francis stuck with Cole Schmidt as his postseason goalie, and Schmidt delivered with back-to-back shutouts, including a 25-save performance in Game 2, his best of the season. After a tense 2-2 tie heading into the third period of Game 1 with the Brahmas, Kyle McIntosh took over, scoring twice to lead the Ice Wolves to a thrilling win. Game 2 was dominated by a stellar goaltending from Connor Roth, who stopped all 28 shots he faced for a shutout. On offense, Jake Wenner made the difference, scoring once and assisting on the other goal as the Ice Wolves wrapped up a sweep with a 2-0 victory. Louisiana may have taken the regular season series 4-2, but if the finals unfold anything like those matchups, we're in for an absolute war, as 4 out of 6 games needed more than 60 minutes to decide a winner. In the West, Granite City made quick work of the Warhawks, sweeping them with ease in dominant 5-2 and 6-1 victories. Friday's game was highlighted by Ty Smith, the Lumberjacks' leading scorer, who netted 2 goals and added an assist for a 3-point performance. In Game 2, Patty Dunaski and TJ Lepisto each contributed a goal and 2 assists, showcasing their offensive prowess. With all 3 players ranking in the Jacks' top 4 scorers, head coach DJ Vold must be thrilled to see their consistent production carry into the playoffs. The first-year Minnesota Moose claimed a series win over the Alexandria Blizzard in a hard-fought, low-scoring affair with just 5 goals total across 3 games. After dropping Game 1, Minnesota bounced back with a 1-0 victory at home, courtesy of Ryan Andor's goal and Gabe Otis's perfect 20-save performance. Game 3 was a thrilling battle that went into double overtime. Alexandria led 1-0 until Sam Knight tied it with under 2 minutes left in regulation. After a scoreless first overtime, 2006 forward Will Bernovic netted the game winner nearly 6 minutes into the second overtime, sending the Moose to their first ever West Division final. The Moose got the better of the Jacks in the regular season, winning 5 out of 8 matchups, with 3 of those victories coming in overtime or a shootout. This sets the stage for what promises to be an incredibly intense series. As always, thanks for tuning in to another episode. Be sure to follow along the live stats and scores on our website, tune in live on NATV, and we'll see everyone in St. Louis as we look to crown a Fraser Cup champion.